No punchy intro today, I'm just gonna tell you guys a story. Me being the up-and-coming new zombies YouTuber, I was really excited Wednesday morning when we usually get the next season's roadmap. I waited, I checked Twitter, and then I saw the season 2 trailer video. I was excited, I watched it, it was fun, it was cool, but I noticed a lack of zombies. I took to my Discord, I said this could only mean one of two things. One, this means they have absolutely no content for zombies, which I didn't think was possible because of course, it's by the way, The Walking Dead themed. It's zombie themed. Season 2 is zombie themed. This is cool. So maybe they're gonna do something a little bit special, a little bit extra. I also suspected everyone was saying Fortune's Keep is coming back, Fortune's Keep. So I thought, oh, maybe they're adding that map to Modern Warfare Zombies as well, and that's gonna have like its own separate trailer. And they didn't release the roadmap on Wednesday either. I said, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be cool. So fast forward to Thursday, today, as of recording this video. Unfortunately, I'm stuck at work, but on my 10-minute break, I take a look at Twitter, and what do you know? The season 2 roadmap's out, and I'm eager and excited, and then I zoom in on the tiny little Twitter picture, and I look over in the zombie section, and I see a new story mission, a new Dark Ether Rift, oh my goodness, new schematics, and a new Warlord. So this is pretty comparable, a little bit less, but comparable to season 1. I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, and then I look at Twitter, and everyone's saying, oh, there's no zombie content, and I was like, what are you talking about? It's right there, and I look at the picture again, and to my horror, it's all in season, which if you don't know what that means it's not coming at the launch of season 2, it's coming in season, in the season 2 reloaded, which is usually 3 or 4 weeks after the initial launch, which means we have a Walking Dead zombie themed season with no new zombie content at the launch of it. Look, I am like the Modern Warfare Zombies guy. You guys know me. I'm Mr. Positive about Modern Warfare Zombies, even though I feel like I'm a pretty big realist, honestly, and you're gonna get a little bit of realism here. I'm the positive guy about Modern Warfare Zombies, right? So even me, this having a zombie themed season with no zombie content, I mean, at best, it's pretty irresponsible. I mean, disappointing is the word. And you know what? There's a lot of emotion right now. There's a lot of disappointment, and rightfully so. You got a zombie themed thing. You've got a great potential zombie thing on your hands. This game mode is really awesome and has so much potential, and you get nothing at the launch of this. But not only that, because it doesn't stop there. Not only does zombies get nothing, but everything else looks like it's a zombie update. Warzone, we've got Fortune's Keep coming back with a weekly zombie target and eradication contract, which is all zombie themed. They are going to get zombie power-ups. They're going to get wonder weapons. And I'm actually excited for this one. Multiplayer is getting Horde Point back. I loved Horde Point. You guys are getting a video because it's really fun. But like all of the other modes gets zombie content except zombies. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. It's a weird... With all of that being said, allow me to try to sprinkle a little perspective in here. I know emotionally we need to vent, we need to get it out, and we need to feel how we feel right now. But let's look at this logically and clearly from a kind of unbiased perspective right now. Us not getting any additional content in season 2 for zombies, in my opinion, doesn't make the content we already have in Modern Warfare Zombies any worse. There's a lot of people saying, oh my goodness, Modern Warfare Zombies is over, that's it, they're done developing this thing and it's over. I think that's a little emotional, I think that's a little short-sighted, because clearly in season, there's gonna be a big update. We're getting a new story mission, a new Dark Ether Rift. It looks like there might be a new cutscene from what one of the pictures looks like, you know, there's new schematics and a new war, like there's stuff being added, just not right now. Now, once we get season 2 reloaded, we're gonna get that new Dark Ether Rift, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a new location with different contracts and things, and it's gonna be nice and interesting. And the Bloodburner schematic is gonna be really cool. That's gonna change the meta. The VR11 schematic, that's gonna change the meta. You're gonna be able to spawn in with a VR11 probably every like 17 days or something ridiculous, but you're gonna be able to spawn in with it consistently, go to the Dark Ether and go do more of those contracts. Like, it's gonna be fun once it gets here. But that being said, Call of Duty, Activision, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, whoever, this is why Call of Duty has the reputation it has, especially with a passionate audience here on YouTube. We have this awesome game mode, awesome premise for this game mode, this DMZ extraction shooter, but with zombies. It's really fun and so much replayability, and you've got great ideas for these schematics and these riffs, and it's really cool. but it seems to be being handled a little bit irresponsibly. And maybe not irresponsibly, but it feels like this content is trying to play catch up. It feels like the reason this content isn't being released is clearly because it's not ready, it's not fully developed yet. But if that's the case, if in the second season, this isn't like season 4, season 5 down the road where you had a lot, like this is season 2. And if season 2 is being pushed back like this a little bit, and it's not the premiere content for season 2, then maybe you've bitten off more than you can chew. This doesn't feel like the product that you want it to be. Like I'm sure, and let's all be real about this, I am 100% positive there are developers, there are people working at Treyarch and Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer and even Activision that aren't happy about when this content is being released either. I'm sure they're not just postponing it to mid-season just to be a troll and just to be ridiculous. No, it's for a reason. It's because it's not ready yet in some way, shape, or form. And that's the problem. There's a mismatch in when you're dropping content frequently these seasons and when the actual content is actually ready. And like I said, you know, years from now or months from now, even when this content is released and we're focused on season 3 or 4 or 6 or whatever, like we won't really remember. I mean, some trolls will remember, the memes will remember that, oh man, there's no zombie content in the zombie update, but we would have had the content by then and it'll all be history. But right here, right now, it feels just irresponsible. And once again, I know I've been like Mr. Positive about Modern Warfare Zombies, but looking at the blog post and the Zombies overview, I'm actually worried about this content drop as well. In this new Dark Ether Rift, it says this in it about the blog post. It says, new secrets await in the exclusion zone and tensions are heightened this time as Terminus outcomes, the mercenaries, have followed your teams into the Rift, which means the Dark Ether Rift is gonna have mercenaries. You know, the like least interesting part about Modern Warfare Zombies? Like, don't get me wrong, I've said this a million times, like they're really well balanced and they're really fun to fight, you know, in the thing, but that's just not why people play zombies. Like, people don't play zombies to play Spec Ops. They play zombies to fight the zombies. We've been saying this for so long. And then later there's like a story mission type thing. So in season 1, we have the story mission with the Dark Ether Worm, and then we have the actual Dark Ether with the contracts where you get the contraband or the acquisitions and stuff and all of the schematics and whatever. So in the season 2 story mission in the Dark Ether, it says this, it says, earn coveted contracts, follow critical whatever, complete time tasks, all while facing down the largest infested stronghold yet seen. So that makes it seem like season 2, this story mission, instead of being a giant worm, is just an infested stronghold, which is far less interesting. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, Treyarch is gone. They've abandoned Modern Warfare Zombies for 2024, as they should. That's Treyarch's next title. They deserve all the manpower they can get. I appreciate it. But I can't see this being like the last update to Zombies. I can't see this being like the last thing we ever get for Zombies. Like, think about it. Like when Modern Warfare Zombies first launched, there were all those things saying it's the most popular third branched game mode in the Modern Warfare franchise. Bigger than Spec Ops, bigger than really anything else they tried to do, basically Spec Ops and everything. I think maybe even bigger than DMZ. But like, they wouldn't just abandon it. Like, I'm positive, like 99% positive, Raven or Sledgehammer or even Infinity Ward are taking over Modern Warfare Zombies. And I said this on my Discord the other day too. I said, all they need to do is keep adding in like Dark Ether Rifts and stuff and schematics and whatever. All they need to do is just update it with the DMZ stuff, like the wallet and the contract exfil streaks or whatever, and the passive upgrades. That's all they need to do in order to keep this thing like a good proof of concept for the future of this style of looter extraction shooter for zombies. And I know this style of like map and scripting, I'm positive, is more complicated than DMZ, but it is worth noting that in season 2 of Modern Warfare 2 last year, DMZ got Ashika Island like really quickly. So they had 2 maps to play with already. And I think they already had like a Building 21, but I guess that's like the Dark Ether Rift, you could argue. So I guess that's pretty comparable. All that to say, this feels incredibly disappointing. This feels like somebody dropped the ball, and it's just a great example of content that is on paper really good and something that I personally enjoy and I think I'm gonna enjoy, but it's just handled at the wrong time in the wrong place, and it's just not good marketing. If you're gonna release a zombie themed update, you'll probably want to make sure Zombies has something in that update. But also, let's try to be composed, calm, and professional when dealing with this sort of stuff. Let's try not to go off the deep end and give into the groupthink of the internet. The good content is eventually coming. Let's voice our feedback as politely as we can, as professionally as we can, because this is ultimately not the end of the world. It's just a video game. It's okay. We're gonna be all right. Now, if you're looking for some more philosophical discussions about zombies as a whole, perhaps you're looking for a zombies podcast. Well, I got you covered. I have my 7th episode up of my own zombies podcast, and you can check it out right here. Enjoy it on your way to work, or if you're grinding camos and zombies. And as always, stay beautiful.